Marvel's Daredevil Born Again has already seen its fair share of criticism before a single frame of the show has been shot. For one reason or another, we've covered plenty of it here on the channel. You guys probably already know the story. But the most recent news should probably reassure some people that Disney, if they choose to go down this route, will make right by fans, as reports are coming in that Daredevil Born Again will in fact be rated TVMA, which means that if it was a film, it would be rated R. So again, we've recently talked about the fact that it sounds like Marvel Studios and Disney have agreed that more adult-oriented content can in fact go on Disney+. And they've certainly teased that if a project needs it, they're willing to explore that part of the whole universe and give it an R rating, aka TVMA. And now we're hearing reports that in fact Daredevil Born Again will be their first TV series in live action. Again, we know that Marvel Zombies will be TVMA, and that's of course animated. So if you're putting out an animated TV series that's R-rated, why wouldn't you do a live action, right? It kind of makes sense. And by all accounts, Daredevil Born Again will be the one. Now, I think this will make most fans happy. Again, I think Daredevil can work just fine in PG. He works on She-Hulk. That's proven. And I think the character doesn't necessarily need an R rating, but if they have a story and a direction that needs more blood, that needs to be a little bit more violent, and they decide it needs an R rating, then sure. Like, I've always argued, if a project needs an R rating, you give it to it. If it doesn't, don't force it in there because it comes off looking stupid. And we've seen this time and time again. People were literally taking a dump on multiple Avengers and MCU films. Black Widow comes to mind recently, saying the film would be better if it was R-rated. If you didn't like Taskmaster to start with, why would that film being R-rated suddenly be better? Right? Does that make sense? Like, you guys see what I'm saying here? It needs to be R-rated for its content and what they're trying to say and what they're trying to show. Just by adding a ton of blood into it doesn't automatically make the end result better. People also recently said Multiverse of Madness should have been R-rated, but that's already one of the more violent MCU things we've had. And again, would really adding more blood or decapitations to that thing look or make the film better? Not necessarily. If you don't like the story at its core, just tossing up blood everywhere doesn't really help the end result. It actually could come off looking really stupid and cheesy. So again, they gotta find a balance. If Daredevil Born Again is worthy of an R rating, then perfect, do it. Especially with the rumors that Frank Castle is gonna be in it. I mean, if the Punisher is showing up, if it's not R rated, or at least pushing the boundaries of what's available at the age range, then you don't really have Punisher. You have, well, I don't know what you have. You have like CW's Frank, they wouldn't call him Frank Castle, or the Punisher, because it's a CW. What would they call him? CW's Frankie Danger, or something. I don't know.